on, guys? My name is Diesel16 and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And in today's video, this is not an episode, by the way, but in this video, we have a new snapshot. Not just any snapshot. It has been 1 year since this project has started. I think the first snapshot was released on this day or something. Last year's Martin Luther King Day or something. I don't remember. It was during midterms week is when it started. This week is going to be kind of out of the ordinary because I just mentioned midterms week. Is this week I will be releasing potentially free snapshots this week. So expect some unfinished things in the area. So if you see some like building plans or something within the castle, that is exactly why. So you heard me. Now, on with the snapshots. So, there has been a ton of changes between the previous snapshot and this snapshot. And excuse the cancellations. The chests are changed to look better until I found a way to actually manipulate the Flu Network textures. Especially the chests, they are still a pain. The only chest that is not affected right now is the Ender chest. I still need to work something out with the others. So, if you were hoping that, but if somebody has managed to do that, please let me know in the comments below, or I can keep checking back on Planet Minecraft. So, onwards with the snapshot. We got a ton of technical features that were implemented into the snapshot. I don't know if I did or not because I've been switching around, been doing my Let's Play series and all that. So anyways, on with the first feature. So, basically, but before I do, I really should check if Flu Powder is enabled. Because it looks like it is enabled. So, now, we're going to start the video. As you may have noticed right off the bat, we have a new graphic user interface. We switched back to dark mode from John Smith Legacy. It looked kind of annoying, especially in GUI within the foreign language classrooms. I don't know if you may have noticed it, but the Japanese characters cannot be readable. So, that bug has been fixed, which means we have to remove the John Smith textures. And also another change is that we now have better HD text for Latin script, as well as Cyrillic. This does not apply to Asian script, you know what I mean, like Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and also other ones like Hebrew and other Arabic script. So basically, this is only available on Latin and Cyrillic. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, I'm using a shading, but this is becoming a problem. So I'm going to revert the block state shading to its default. So you probably saw me change that text right there. Now onwards, on with the changes. As soon as this thing loads. Got it. Oh, and before we begin, you may have noticed that there is a build number change again. Apple users may be familiar with this build number. This is actually an existing build number that I've taken from. And I'll probably be using that base number, 17D5044, which is the base number. And no worries, that letter will change at each snapshot. Or every week, depending. I think at this point, I'll probably be doing every snapshot this week. We'll have a different build number, so just FYI, it will change every snapshot this week. And then after that, we will go back to weekly. So, anyways, onwards with the update, as I should say. Many changes happen to be in Hogwarts, so we're going to start with the Hogwarts changes first. The first one takes place nearby the Gryffindor common area, and I really should turn down my render distance. Speaking of which, the background has been changed. We'll set it to 9. So yeah, it's changed to a portal image. That looked cool. So basically, in the Hall of Hexes, yeah. By the way, I have reloaded the world because it was lagging during development, so you're probably going to come across a bunch of unloaded chunks. So, if you guys notice an issue, please alert me directly. So basically, this first part area, in the Hall of Hexes, there's now like another path you can walk through. You can now access the Slughorn staircase directly from the Hall of Hexes now. This was a feature that was intended to be in the previous release, but apparently it did not make it, so that was the change right there. The next change has to do with the 6th floor corridor. In the previous snapshot, the quad battlements has been redone. We had to lower the thing by 3 blocks. This caused a problem for the 6th floor corridor, so I had to drop the floor by 1 block. And it's gonna still look like an issue, but I'm planning on revamping this corridor anyway, so yeah, and it probably won't be this week. So just keep that in mind. I have other renovations to do on another part of the castle, so basically the next part. Okay, I forgot to open the 6th floor corridor back up. Excuse that for a second. And apparently, yeah, any changes that I make will be effective in the next snapshot, by the way. It won't be effective this snapshot. I've already packaged up the archive and I've got the file ready for download, but as of the time I'm recording. So, as of this video in production, the file's already been packaged, so you're probably going to come across some unintentional things that you may see in the video, but did not happen. That's why. The next change is actually an addition. The Hogwarts Tourist Medius has been added to this map. This is actually what was originally supposed to be the Tourist Magnus, but then I had it moved back to the Astronomy Tower in 2.0 pre-release 4. If you remember that. If not, I think it's earlier. But this is now the Tourist Medius now. It's actually Latin for, I think it's Medium Tower, I'm not sure. It's just looking around my Marauders map, and some of the stuff can't be translatable. So anyway, the top, drill, command blocks removed. And this was originally supposed to be the Serpentine Corridor, but then I removed the sign. It's pretty much nothingness. So the next change has to do... Yeah, the next change has to do with the, this side of the castle. So basically, yeah, and we'll go over the textures later. Because, like I mentioned on Planet Minecraft in the wall post, I was going to do a texture update, so... Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it is worth it in the end. So basically, down this corridor, there's been changes on these side staircases right here. The backing is now added for this area and this area. Keep in mind that this area is still not covered. Now I've added a little corridor. Yeah, this is where we start to get into some of the weird, random stuff that you're about to see. This wool right here. So basically, this wool right here, this is supposed to be like building plans. These are not permanent. These are temporary blocks being placed there until I can actually finish building this chamber. But this chamber is supposed to be a bit of an antechamber of an antechamber to the Charms classroom. And it's also the antechamber of the antechamber of the antechamber of golf studies, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, just a brief demonstration on which one's which. The red wool is supposed to be for the flooring. The yellow wool is supposed to be for the stairs. The green is for the wall. The blue wool is supposed to be for the ceiling. The black wool's for like torch blocks, which is basically this. These are the torch blocks. And these are 2 blocks, upper and lower torch blocks, along with fire on top. And then the white wool is basically areas to delete. So basically, yeah, and also this corridor is probably going to be impacted as well. I've also put signs down saying, notice that wool that's just planned for a future snapshot. However, the font cut it off, so it'll just say for a snapshot. Just keep in mind it's supposed to say future snapshot. You'll see if you do F3 and I on Mac users, it's FN F3 I, and then you can just paste it, and then it'll tell you exactly what's going on. Keep in mind that it goes from bottom to top in the data tags, so just keep that in mind. So it doesn't start with notice the wool. It doesn't start with snapshot. It starts with notice the wool. So anyway, just a pro tip if you want some clarification. This also means that the charms classroom cannot be accessible from the staircase, and you can only access it through commands. And this is temporary. Yeah, and it'll probably be fixed in the next snapshot. You can see I'm starting to use some of the white concrete in this castle basically for the window frame. So now in the astronomy tower, there's been a bit of some change. I may revert it back, but I don't know how terrible it's going to look. But basically, there's now a cutaway. I may change it back. I'm going to have to clarify with that other map. That got me the inspiration to update or more like, revamp the battlement quads in the first place. So, I think that's it for Hogwarts. I'm quite shocked. So anyway, back in this area, our next spot is going to be heading to the Forbidden Forest. There is actually a change. And actually a really big change. It involves with spawning mobs. In the previous snapshot, I've added cave spiders into the Forbidden Forest, which is why you can't set your difficulty to peaceful. But basically, hello bees. We're going to talk about the Forbidden Forest, and we're going to talk about some changes there. And I think that would be it after this area. So basically, we're going to start with the Aragog's Den. So basically, I've actually died while doing a survival test in there. So basically, once you enter here, things start to get dangerous. Yeah, we have cave spiders. They're upside down, by the way, but I managed to hide the name tags. But basically, right here is basically a no-go zone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, man. Yeah, so basically, this is the cave spider spawner that I have revamped. Basically, yeah. I was going to use that as a promo image for the snapshot, but then I realized Snowy Hogsmeade scene was my best guess. So basically, this is the cave spider spawner room. This is now updated, and it has actually more detail. It has cobblestone in its mossy variant inside. I also added some cobblestone walls to actually make it look like stalagmites coming out from the ceiling. Now the next change is going to have to do with this side of the forest. So basically, there's now a freeway intersection. In previous snapshot there was only 2, but this intersection is a new. I don't know what I'm going to turn this into, maybe a cross-country course, but we'll see. But basically, you keep going down this way and you'll probably come across a bridge. Yep, it's a bridge. But basically, It's just a dead end, because it's not done yet. It's supposed to reach the other side of that, pond. However, when I did world edit, I accidentally forgot to, make the river a river biome, which was my mistake. Apparently, I initially did a taiga, but then I didn't I forgot that it snows above Y20W04a, so that wasn't helpful. So I chose wooded forest, slap a taiga foliage on it, and call it good. So it can look like a taiga biome where you're exactly in wooded hills. I forgot to mention that in Y19W50A's video. So basically that just wraps it up for this video. And actually this is the first time I've done an ending sequence outside of the spawn area. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Just remember that I do a Let's Play Minecraft series, so if you want to head over there, I'll link the playlist in the description below. Diesel16, and I'm signing out right now. Thanks for watching.